Okay, we're going to do this again. Second time's always better than the first. And here we go. So this is Darla. I'm in Salt Lake City. And if you've been following me at all, you know that I'm at a leadership retreat for send-out cards. And the reason why I'm doing these testimony interviews is because I want you to see what send-out cards has the power of doing in people's lives. So this retreat is filled with people that are leading this company. And the common thread that these people have is that they were already successful traditional business owners. Many of them were. And so they did not look for network marketing. They were looking for a way to appreciate their customers. And from that unfolded into them building a send-out cards network marketing side residual leveraged income stream. And so that's why I bring you these interviews, you guys, because you're either a business owner that's already successful, but you're looking for a way to level up in your own business, or you're somebody that knows people that is. And you're going to hear this story here because this person that I'm about to interview right now has already been an entrepreneur for many years of his life. He's a very successful life coach and business coach. He's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, that area out there. And his name is Matt Sherb. And I'm excited for you to hear his interview because like most people that you're hearing me interview, they were not looking for network marketing. I was not looking for network marketing. Most people that are successful in network marketing, go interview all the people in network marketing and listen to their stories, the ones that have made millions and retired and traveled the world and lived their life on vacation. They were not looking for network marketing. None of us were little kids running around saying, Mommy, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a network marketer. No, it didn't exist. They wanted to be hairdressers and life coaches and therapists and construction owners and stuff like that. So I'm excited for you to meet Matt. So hold on one second. I'm going to flip my camera around. So here we go. Hey, Matt, say hello to everyone.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Awesome. So, Matt, I would love it if you would tell people a little bit about your backstory and how did you even get introduced to send-out cards?
Wow. Okay. So I'd go back. My whole career was in corporate. I was in the travel industry, had great jobs, worked from a travel agent all the way up to an executive role. And then one merger happened and my entire life changed. And for the last 10 years since that happened, after getting my package, I was able to take a look at really getting my life in order with regards to different income streams. I vowed on that day that I got that package that I was never going to be responsible with my family with one source of income. I would have multiple sources of income. So I took a look at the last 10 years at various income streams. I had online businesses because I was not going to go back to work. I had online businesses. I had real estate investments. I built a property management company. I bought and sold that. And so I was looking at all these different ways and looking at different means of earning income and trading hours for dollars and looking at residual income streams and things like that. And all of that knowledge condensed down to being a coach because I was building these businesses. And all these people really could use some assistance in various things, short-circuiting a number of areas with regards to being successful as being in business. So going back about 4 years, I became a coach. And my coaching is more on a spiritual basis where people really understand what their life purpose is and how that translates into their lives, their businesses, how it shows up in their families. So I was doing this work for the last 5 years. And about 2.5 years ago, I came across send-out cards. Not that I was looking for it, but I did put something out there saying I want to have a better way to stay in touch with my clients. And I was at a networking event. I met Melissa Barlock, and we got talking, and she was asking me how I stay in touch with my clients. Now, you have to understand, the coaching that I do is based on a number of different parameters. It has a lot to do from a spiritual perspective, how you show up on earth with your birth date, your birth time, your birth city. So it's a little bit different. And it's called human design. You can Google that. It's a really special way of understanding people's life purpose. And so I'm meeting with Melissa, and she's giving me her birth information, and she says, so how do you take this and turn it into something where you can stay in touch with your clients? How do you stay in touch with your clients? And at the time, my response was, well, I text clients and I email clients. And so there was a sort of a pregnant pause in the conversation. And she says, so you've got your client's birthday. Do you send them a birthday card? And I'm like, no. My family, my parents would send cards. I don't do cards. I text and I email. And I had a great response rate on my emails. I was getting 17% open rates, and I was really proud of this. And so Melissa said to me, well, why wouldn't you send them a greeting card? And at that point, I thought, okay, why wouldn't I? So she challenged me. She said, for the next 30 days, why don't you just send people a card? It's not a lot of money. It's like $2. It includes your postage. Make a heartfelt message. Send it out to your clients. See what happens. Thank people for the referrals they send you. Thank people for just being in your life. So I did that. And over the next 30 days, something really profound happened in my business. And for the business owners out there, listen to this carefully. What was happening was my referral business tripled in 30 days. Now tripled. And so when you think about it, I had a successful coaching practice already, but now to triple my referrals. Why? Because I was staying top of mind. Because I was talking to clients at their level, sending them a card that they were not expecting. They were expecting a text or an email, or somebody gives me a referral, I'm thanking them for the referral, but they didn't expect anything more out of it. So to get this heartfelt card that was really personalized with my own handwriting was really special for them. So about 30 days into it, I tripled my referral business. I was pretty excited about that. And then my phone started ringing from people like real estate agents and mortgage agents saying, cool card. It was great to send you a referral. We'll send you more referrals. But how did you create that card? Because we'd like to deploy that in our business. And it was at that point that I realized I've built a business where I'm being paid for my hours. So I actually created a ceiling in my business that I could only earn as much as there were hours in the week. I wasn't creating leverage for myself. I had leverage in my real estate investments. I had leverage in a number of other businesses, my online businesses that were open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But in my coaching business, I got paid by the hour for the work that I did. And it was at that point that I realized if somebody's asking me about a greeting card that they can send as well, and I can get some commission on that, that creates a passive or residual income stream for me. That's really what I was looking for the last 10 years. My passion is coaching and working with people and finding out their true life purpose. But if I can get paid on the other side from a residual income stream, then I'm not as dependent on my coaching business to deliver the results for my family. So that's really where that came from. So I started rank advancing in the company just because I was referring this to people. So it was really kind of cool from that perspective. But quite honestly, Darla, I wasn't looking for this. I was really happy in my coaching practice. So to be able to rank advance to the company, it's great. But it was more so the income streams that's created, the connections. And so if I now was to play back what the last 2.5, 3 years really meant for me and send out cards, I sent cards to people. I mean, I'd put the person's first name on the front of the card. And I still remember, I sent this one card to this one individual. They have a unique name. They have kept that card for the last 2.5 years in their portfolio, and they carry it around with them. And they've probably referred about $4,000 worth of business to me. So here's this card that cost me, I mean, in Canadian terms, $2.50, which is like $2 American with the postage, and it's netted $4,000. I mean, think about what that return on investment is. And I can't get that anywhere else. If I was going to do any sort of advertising, the cost would be far greater than $2 to get $4,000 back. To this day, this person is still carrying that card around with them, and they're referring people to me because they keep pulling this card out. So from that perspective, I got to say, it's really been amazing. Now, being able to fast forward, I'm able to send cards out to people on all sorts of different levels with full customization, but it's far greater than just my coaching business. So from that perspective, it's just been really, really cool.
So in your 2.5 years, how many, if you were to guesstimate, how many cards that you have sent total?
I'm going to say about 2,500 cards.
So 2,500 cards. Now let's just do the math for the people. If it costs $2, which it doesn't, 2,500 cards, and if that was $5,000, just off of the one story alone that you told, that paid for $4,000 of that one story, you know. But if you were to put a dollar figure on it, if you were to just give a guesstimate of what it brought to your business,
it's going to be in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
It's not that linear, but it's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
But that is still going to pay in the future because these cards are still circulating. I don't know where those cards are going to end up. I walk into clients' offices, those cards are still sitting there. 2 years later, you don't know where they're going to end up. You just can't. You cannot predict that number. It's still working. Those are employees that I have working on building my business. It's really cool.
I love that. All right, you guys. So I got to do my little wrap up here because I want you guys to really understand the power of what he said. At the end there, he said these are like employees. He's referring to the cards. The cards are the employees, and they are. When you send these cards out, the cards are doing the work. We don't send people out to do the work. We don't go do the work. The cards do the work. So this is a guy who was already established in business. He's already an entrepreneur, very successful. He only got started in send out cards to appreciate and keep in touch and be front of mind with his customers. And it backfired on him. It backfired on him. He didn't think that it would turn into another stream of income. And this is what happens day in and day out with people. But here's the big picture. Yes, he's already a successful business person, but I want you to take just an average Joe. Let's just take some 19-year-old kid. Let's say it was a 19-year-old kid that introduced send-out cards to him. Someone, Melissa Barlock, has been getting paid month after month off of every single card and gift that he has been sending forever. Matt, do you think you'll ever stop sending cards?
Oh, absolutely not. And
have you ever found another company that can do this?
Nope. Not at all.
This is the X factor of send-out cards, you guys. When somebody starts creating success in their business, they're not going to stop sending cards. They're slicing their own throat if they do that. They're cutting their own rope that's around their neck. And there is no other company that does what we do. So they're not going to jump to another company and say, I found it for cheaper, I found it for better, because it doesn't exist. This is my point that I'm trying to get across to everybody out there. This is so different. This is about being a part of other people's already existing dreams and success and showing them a way to grow their already existing dreams and success. And then if you don't already have your own existing dream and success, be the one that introduces it to them. Let the cards do the work. Let me ask you one more question, Matt. Do you ever send cards that say, refer me customers, or I want you to do business with me? This is the difference. Teach the difference.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I am only sending out things in gratitude. I'm not asking for the business. And when you put the gratitude out, it changes everyone's vibration. When we hit that send button, you're at a higher vibration. You're now attracting other things back. It's not about me, it's about them. It's about celebrating their life, celebrating them being in my life, celebration, not about give me more business.
Yep. So here's a little key that I'm going to leave you guys with. People do not like to be pitched or sold, but they do love to be appreciated. And people do business with people that they know, like, love, and trust. And that comes from appreciation. Every successful business on the planet is filled with loyal, happy customers. How did they get there? They were referred by somebody else that you made feel special, that they liked, that they told about. So if you want to build a referral-based business that is filled with loyal, long-term customers, this is how you do it. Do you do any other form of advertising?
No, this is it.
Okay.
Absolutely, this is it.
This is the key thread that you find with everyone. When people get involved with send-out cards and they're already doing yellow page ads and running little commercials and they're paying for magazines or they're selling sign spinners or wrapping people's cars and spending all that money on advertising, all of that is called cold market advertising. Cold market advertising is the hardest form of advertising to build a relationship with because they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, and you're just a salesman to them. The most solid form of advertising is a word of mouth referral. Okay, warm market. That is what this is about. Anyway, I hope that made sense to you. I hope you got to learn a little bit more from another fellow entrepreneur that made a success out of send-out cards, not because they were looking for it, and how you too can make a successful business by simply learning how to send cards. All right, you guys, have a great night.